Hello everyone, and welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister. Last time, we finished up claiming the Necromancy gem, and I made the foolish mistake of thinking Gem Quest the Monastery was come back and speak to everybody and show off that we had gotten this gem. But it is not that. Gem Quest the Monastery is just the next step on our journey collecting all of the gems. So if we go to Gothic and look at his equipment, I don't remember collecting this at all. The Sigil Ring of Necromancy requires attunement, short rest, +1 to all saving throws, +1 to armor class. Item functions, class vampiric touch once per day. So that's new. And also, our Imperial Crown now gives +2 to saving throws against necromancy spells, and we can cast Raise Dead with 3 charges if we have them. However, our usage shows that we only have 2 of 2 charges that recharge at dawn. So I'm not super sure what's going on with this. I guess it's just kind of the mysteries of magic and time and space. But, you know, I'm not going to complain because this ring is really awesome and it increases all of our saving throws a bunch. So with that in mind, we probably have a bunch of stuff to do here in town. But I'm a little bit mad about it because we are so close to level 6. And back in the location that we were in, there were a few undead we didn't kill on the other side of one of the walls in like a library bit. And also, we did not find the other set of bones. We have yet to do that. But in the meantime, what we can be doing is I'm going to have Kite very quickly cast, where is it? Detect Magic over the party. Magic has been detected everywhere. So, Gothic, if we could please cast Ritual Spell Identify on anything that we don't understand. Is there a way that we can just filter out stuff that we don't know? I guess it's the question mark, isn't it? Is it just going to tell us that all of this stuff that is magic because we know about it otherwise? I'm just looking for... There we go. There's an unidentified potion. 10 minutes. Potion of Giant Strength Frost. Anything else? We do have the Bag of Holding, carrying capacity multiplier ×3. We should give that to our strongest person, because 3 times the strongest value is obviously the greatest amount. So they're up to 810 pounds of carrying capacity. That's excellent. We also have a Splendid Half-Plate Armor that is a mystery. So we will get Gothic Ritual Casting for Kite's inventory. This thing. And we learn about Half-Plate +1. What is Kite wearing? Chainmail. AC set to 16, heavy armor. +1 to AC, sets AC to 16 plus dex bonus maximum 2. Well, our dex is -1, so that's not any good for us. What about Pastel? We're wearing AC set to 15, 14 +1 with a max dex of 2. If we throw this over to Pastel, does this change anything for us? This has stealth disadvantage, we know that much. So if we just change, AC goes from 15 here to 16. And with stealth disadvantage, that's absolutely fine. We will take it. That is an improvement we can live with. Any other question marks around? We have this rune thing, but it's depleted. That's just going to be loot for the road, I think. And I don't think we have any other question marks that we don't know about. Obviously, we're always going to find magic stuff on our persons when we equip ourselves with so many magical items and scrolls and all the rest. The question then becomes, how do we go about selling all of the weird and wonderful stuff we found to the different groups that are interested in us? There must be some kind of screen for this. Factions. Sympathy, indifference, indifference, sympathy, brotherhood, and brotherhood. So, joins you in battle, merchant rebate 20%, joins you in battle, faction doesn't care, doesn't care. So we have people that will join us in battle. What battle? I don't really know. I don't understand if that's part of the game we haven't reached yet. But anyhow, I can't remember what any of these folks do for actual benefits to us. They all claimed and gave us spiels about having the greatest magical secrets and all kinds of stuff. So, the Arcanium, powerful wizards who carry traditions and long recover more. Reputation of toughness and practicality. Well, we're popular with these guys. Let's try giving something to the Arcanium if we can find it. That's going to be the hard part. Snow Alliance, Galvian, New Embassy, Circle of Dantar. How do we find the Arcanium? That's going to be the real thing. We can rest here. Lane Ends, Temple Quarter, perhaps? This map is not the most functional thing. And we can't see the other areas that are off this map from this screen. Let's try the Temple Quarter. Oh, just Kite went zooming alone. Okay, he brought the rest of the party with him. No, it's not even a different location. It's just standing us down here. Okay. This bloke here in the pub, I guess. Let's walk over there. Very efficiently. Gonna get a cutscene apparently.
Look who's here. The Sorak hunters themselves.
It's Merton, right? Arwin Merton.
Damn right.
First scavenger. Where does that come from?
Long story, kid. Short version. When we started crossing the marches to the Badlands, I was one of the first. Now, I'm just the ugliest one left standing.
What should we know about the Badlands? Any advice?
Bring a good cleric with good healing spells. You'll need them.
You're a legend. Why do you seem so sour?
Sour?
Casual.
It's this ale that's sour. That's all. The High and Mighty Council. Paying clueless kids like you to go and get killed in the Badlands. But they're not asking good old Arwin. No. Go figure. It's because I got them figured out.
Figured out? How?
The Legacy Council is full of it. Acting all united and lovey-dovey while they plot to rob each other. Wouldn't surprise me if some of them were even Soraks in disguise. You know they can shapeshift.
Okay.
Hey, I was right about them hiding in the Badlands, wasn't I?
Alright, so we've learnt a little about him. Where's this other patron that we wish to speak to in the corner? The Arcanium contact. Quick nip up the stairs. And we'll see just about giving away this rune that is depleted. That might be something they're interested in.
Anything new for the Arcanium?
Let's talk business.
Check this out.
Casual. Depleted rune. Interested factions. The Arcanium is one of them. The Circle of Danatar the other. Redeeming items with the Arcanium faction will earn you money and improve your relations with this faction. +8 and 1,000 gold.
Stay in the light.
I'll take it. Now, while I'm here, apparently you have stuff to sell.
Clear skies, adventurers.
We do require your services.
Okay. So, we are not brotherhood with these folks yet, so there's a bunch of stuff we cannot buy. Pearl is the component that you need to cast the Identify spell, as Gothic has been doing, as I'm sure he's in possession of one as a ritual. We cannot buy any of the stuff they have to sell, but they do have some interesting stuff. High-level spells, low-level spells, all kinds of stuff that Gothic could get into his spellbook down the line, perhaps. And then various kind of plain armors and weapons, primed stuff. But good to know. We will perhaps return another day. That was not quite enough XP to sneak us over that mark. What else can we be doing while we're in town? We can probably go and sell a bunch of our stuff to the generic traders out front. We want this and then that. So go to where the crown longs for us. Arwen Merton's story. We didn't find something about him. Maybe something will come up if he really did used to be famous. Most of the thefts in Hightown are monitored by Nell, the local priest of Mizai. Pay a visit to the secret temple. You should use the temple quarter door. We can probably do that while we're in town. If we can get up to 6th level before we leave, then we should be far better prepared for whatever threats are to come after we go after the next gem. Because, oh boy, level 5 was barely enough for what we just did. Let's check this board if there's anything else that we've earned in passing. Apparently this has been done and we can't take the others. Scavengers are heading out to these locations and bring back loot. So we have 20 days till the Dark Castle, so perhaps if we... Oh, items recovered. Leather armor, commoner's clothes, and a club. Sell all that, sure. If we get back there within the allotted time frame, perhaps we can loot anything we want before they do, because there was a few other rooms in there that I did want to see. Select the missions you would like to accept and press start. Ancient knowledge. Proof has been found in the presence of Temerian inquisitors near the Tower of Kerlem. Return to the tower and search the library for a book titled Chronicles of the Inquisition. Client, the Church of Einar. Reward, Ring of the Lightbringers, recommended level 4. Origins of the Crown. Return to the Malakal ruin where you found the crown. Note all the writing on the crown's pedestal for research. The client, the Legacy Council. Reward 1 handy haversack, recommended level 6. Well, we'll take Ancient Knowledge, and I think we'll probably just take the other one, even though we're not going to go off and do that immediately. I'd rather have the quest in our knowledge than not. We've failed to pick this chest before, I think. One of these is just kind of like our chest, party stash. So we should be putting a bunch of stuff in here if we want to hold on to things like ingredients, primed weapons, all of that kind of stuff. But with this much inventory, I'm not going to worry about it right now, especially because we do have stuff to sell. Over in this box, unknown party stash. Possibly some rivals or something, but hey, who knows. Let's go and see Gorim. And I'm sure we have heaps of like generic weapons and stuff to sell. Yes, that is a lot of stuff. Right. We'll keep the torches. Honestly, I don't think we need candles if we've got torches. Battle axes can go. Spare longswords can go. We'll keep the magic and primed stuff for now. Simple dagger, simple dagger, simple dagger. I'm just going to sell a bunch of this stuff. I'll be right back with you. Alright, I sold a bunch of our extra stuff. Now, the next thing I want to do is go through and make sure that we have learned all of the different kind of crafting recipes and stuff that we have. And so we have all our proficiencies. So smith tools are not Fletcher's tools, I think. Poisoner's kit, scroll kit, smith's tools, thieves tools, Malakal and Rosary scroll kit, thieves tools, smith's tools, poisoner's kit. Maybe they are then thieves tools, smith's tools. So I don't really have a better option for anybody else. So, Kite. Would you please consider learning this? And this. Not that we can't probably share our abilities if we want to. Pastel can cast Cure Wounds, so I presume they're the better candidate for learning the recipe. Unless it's all going to end up in the same inventory kind of book. Crafting Scroll of Cure Wounds. We already know this crafting option. If we pass it to Gothic then. Did they already know it? We do. So we can mark that for sale, I guess. And in that case, we must all be working out of the same book, which is great, because it just means we can spam our way through these things so that we'll always be ready for crafting on the road, which is something that we should definitely be doing more of. So we're just going to read all of these books. Frostburn Daggers. Doesn't tell us what it does, but just tells us that it is a thing. Short Sword of Acuteness. I don't know if that's just going to be a +1 short sword or something else. But I'll tell you what, I'm excited to find out with more variety and stuff. Any more weird documentation? Myths of Solasta. Interested Factions. Circle of Donata. And encrypted... Oh yeah, this encrypted spellbook. Does somebody know comprehend languages? I think Faith does. Do we have spell slots today, Faith? Comprehend. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken words you hear. So it's going to be a different spell if we want to be able to read the encrypted spellbook. And even if we can understand what's written, we might not be able to understand the meaning of what's written. Those can be two different things. Let's read all of this stuff then, if it's going into the same crafting book. We've got basic poison, we know that one already. Lizaria's journal. This is when I really have to work harder to keep track of everything. Potion of Greater Healing, we definitely want. Crafting Breastplate of Deflection, absolutely. Crafting Leather Armor of Survival. I just want to know what all this stuff does. Scroll of Mage Armor, yes. I want it all. Adventurer's Journal. Encrypted Spellbook we just passed over. Worker's Letter. The others are given up, but I can escape. Dooba-doo. What we can't do is mark stuff for sale once we've read it, which would be preferable. But hey, not every game needs every single system, I suppose. So I think that's all of our recipes and stuff. Archaeological notes. Poisoner's kit. The other question is, do we have all the stuff that I actually think we need in order to be making use of the crafting options that we have? Oh, but we have all kinds of recipes that we're complete with. So, Herbalism Kit, Smith's Tools, Malacalan Rosary, Poisoner's Kit, and Scroll Kit. So those are the 4 types of things that either need to be in the inventory or proficient with otherwise. So Gothic has it, has the crafting bonus, and we have these recipes. We just need different things. Oh, okay, so to make a Scroll of Mage Armor, we require knowing the spell of Mage Armor. I figured that much. So Gothic cannot make Scroll of Cure Wounds. However, Pastel can, except she is currently working on this thing, the Ghoul's Caress, because they know the Poisoner's Kit. But now that I know that, I really thought Faith was proficient in one of these things. Smith's Tools. Crafting. Smith's Tools not an inventory. So we should buy her some just so she can have them, so that we can craft other kinds of arrows once we learn about them. I'm glad I finally have a working knowledge of how all of this crafting business works. I just wish we could find a tiny, tiny amount of XP somewhere. Maybe we will go back to the dungeon we just cleared and do that very quickly, because we do need to look for those bones as well. So how are we doing for like resting and stuff? We are very out of hit die. Hit die get back when... Oh, when your character's actions after rest is complete, we can attune to items now. I don't know if I've missed that previously or not, but hey, that's really cool. So I guess I'm gonna take a long rest in the pub. Then I'll do a quick lap of all of the factions around the place to see if we can't sell anything else off, or if anybody has anything really interesting that we want to buy. And then after that, perhaps go and hike up that XP bar just beyond 6th level.
Hello, adventurers.
Hello, Carl.
What can I offer you?
A bed, please.
We'd like to stay for the night.
10 gold pieces. Outrageous expense. So we got half of our hit die back. Let's just see what attuning to items we can. Items that can be attuned. Oh, so we're not even attuned to this yet. Let's do that for sure. Anyone else got attunement items that we have available? That thing that Gothic is already attuned to is the only thing that we have that can be attuned to. How long has that been on his finger then? Total mystery to me. Preparing spells. I don't think we need to change too much here. Maybe we'll go back to spider climb in case we want to do any jumping around. Don't think we need to change anything there. I will, for pastel, take... Where's food and water? Create food and water. Let's drop silence very briefly. We'll take food and water until we get to our next adventuring location. And for kite, I should also double check. Do we have pastel? Do you have anything that would let you understand written language? Grants knowledge of all language for 1 hour. Yes, you do. Okay, in that case, let's lose dispel magic for a while and take tongues. Validate that. Kite, prepare spells. This is fine. Okay. So we have had a long rest. Pastel failed with the poisonous kit on the thing that they were creating, which is a damn shame. I don't know what we do about that now. I guess we just have spent those components, and that is that. Let's just come outside, because we don't need to be up on that balcony forever. So next time, I'm going to see if using the tongues spell, we can read the encrypted spell book, and then perhaps we will go back to the teleporter and teleport back to the big, scary, deadly place. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or pressing that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.